Last video we are discussing about the in-assemble learning and bagging in machine learning. Today we are discussing about the boosting in machine learning. The term boosting refers to as a family of algorithms which convert weak learner to stronger learner. Boosting is an in-assemble method for improving the model prediction of any given learning algorithm. The idea of boosting is train weak learners sequentially is trying to correct its status. It is an in-assemble modeling technique which attempts to build a strong classifier from the number of weak classifiers. It is done building a model by using the weak model in series. Firstly, a model is built from the training data set. Then the second model built which try to correct the error present in the first model. This procedure is continued and models are added until either the complete training data set is predicted correctly or the maximum number of models are added. What is a boosting? Boosting is an ensemble technique that attempts to create a strong classifier from a number of weak classifiers. The term boosting refers to a family of algorithms which converts weak learners to strong learners. Let us understand some definition related to solving the problem of spam email identification. How would you classify an email as a spam or not? Like every one is, our initial approach would be to identify spam or not spam emails using the following criteria. Email has only one image files, promotional image, it's a spam. Email has only links, it is spam. Email body consists of sentences like you own a prize money of millions dollars, it is spam. Email from a known source, not a spam. Above we have defined multiple rules to classify an email into spam or not spam. But do you think these rules individually are strong enough to successfully classify an email? No. Individually, these rules are not powerful enough to classify an email into spam or not spam. Therefore, these rules are called as a weak learner. To convert weak learner to strong learner, we will combine the prediction of each weak learner using methods like using average or weighted average, considering prediction as a higher vote. For example, above we have defined 5 weak learners. Out of these, 5 and 3 are voted as a spam and 2 are voted as a not spam. In this case, by default, we will consider an email as a spam because we have higher 3 votes for spam. How boosting algorithm works? Now we know that boosting combines weak learners and we get the strong learner. As immediate question which should pop up in your mind is how boosting identifies weak rules. To find the weak rules, we apply this learning algorithm with the different distribution. Each time base learning algorithm is applied, it generates a new weak prediction rule. This is an iterative process. After many iterations, the boosting algorithm combines these weak rules into a single strong prediction rule. There another question which might you, how do we choose different distributions for each round? For choosing the right distribution, here are the following steps. Step 1. The base learner takes all the distributions and assign equal weight or attention to each observation. Step 2. If there is any prediction error caused by the first base learning algorithm, then we pay higher attention to observations and prediction error. Then we apply the next base learning algorithm. Step 3. Iterate step 2 till the limit of base learning algorithm is reached or higher accuracy is achieved. Finally, combine the output from weak learner and create a strong learner who is eventually improve the prediction power of the model. Boosting pays higher focus on examples which are misclassified or have higher error by predicting weak rules. Types of boosting algorithm. Boosting algorithm, there are so many types. It is a decision stamp margin maximize the classification algorithm. There are many boosting algorithms which use other types of engines such as adaptive boosting, gradient tree boosting. Adaptive boosting, it is the first really successful boosting algorithm developed for the purpose of binary classification. You know the binary classification. Binary classification gives the output in the form of yes or no or zeros or one or true false. It is a short adaptive boosting and is a very popular boosting technique which combines multiple weak classifiers into single strong classifier. It fits a sequence of weak learners on different weighted training data. It starts by predicting original data set and gives equal weight to each observation. If prediction is incorrect row using the first learner, then it gives higher weight to observation which have been predicted incorrectly. Being an iterative process is combined to add learner until a limit is reached in the number of models or accuracy. Mostly we use decision stamp with adaptive boosting, but we can use any machine learning algorithm as a base learner if it is accept weight on training data sets. We can use adaptive boosting algorithm for both classification and regression problem. The algorithms initialize the data set and assign equal weight to each of the data points. Provide this as an input to model and identify the wrongly classified data points. Increase the weight of the wrong classified data points if, if got the required result. Go to the step 5, that is you can add. If not getting the result is go to the again step number 2 and continuously. Here boosting algorithm or adaptive boosting example, here this D1, D2, D3 according the weak learners here in the or you can say box 1, box 2, box 3 and then combine to get the strong learner. Here let us understand closely. First box, you can see that we have assigned equal weight to each data points and applied a decision sum to classify them as a plus value or minus value. The decision sum D1 has generated vertical line and left side to classify the data points. We see that this vertical line has incorrectly predicted 3 plus as a minus. In such case, we will assign higher weight to this 3 plus and apply another decision sum. Second box, here you can see that the size of 3 incorrectly predicted plus is bigger as compared to rest of the data points. In this case, the second decision sum D2 will try to predict them correctly. Now a vertical line D2 at the right side of this box has classified 3 misclassified plus correctly. But again it has the cause misclassification error. This time with the 3 minus, again we will assign higher weight to 3 minus and apply another decision sum. In box 3, here 3 minus are given higher weight. First decision sum D3 is applied to predict this misclassified observation correctly. This time a horizontal line is generated to classify plus and minus based on higher weight of misclassified observations. In box 4, here we have combined D1, D2, D3 to form a strong prediction having complex rule as compared to individual weak learner. You can see that this algorithm has classified this observation quite well as compared to any of the individual weak learner. Here, first decision box, second, then third, and you get in fourth box. Here, according the adaptive boosting, it fits the sequence of weak learner on different weightage training data. It starts predicting original data set and give the equal weight to each observations. If prediction is incorrect using the first learner, then it gives a higher weight to observation which have been predicted incorrect. Within iterative process, it continues to add learner until limit reach into the number of model or accuracy. It can be adaptive boosting algorithm for both classifier and regression are already discussed. Here the model, first model, then second model, then third model, and then last la combine the B1, B2, B3 and you get the B4. Or in assemble generally bagging and boosting. Bagging is in parallel, that is the random forest, handling overfitting, reduce variance, independent classifier. But in boosting, that is gradient boosting, can be overfit, reduce bias or variance, and sequential classifiers. Similarity between bagging and boosting. Both are in assemble methods to get n learner from one learner. Both generate several training data set by random sampling. Both make the final decision by averaging the n learner, taking the majority of them, that is majority voting. Both are good at reducing the variance and provide higher stability. The difference between the bagging and boosting, simplest way of combining prediction that belongs to the same types. But in boosting, a way of combination prediction that belongs to different types. The bagging aim to decrease the variance, not in bias. Here, in boosting, aim is to decrease the bias, not variance. Each model receives the equal weight. Models are weighted according to their performance. Each model is built independently. New models are influenced by the performance of previously built models. Different training data subsets are randomly drawn with replacement from the entire training data sets. Every new subset contains the elements that were misclassified by previous model. Bagging tried to solve overfitting problem. Boosting tried to reduce the bias. If the classifier is unstable, that is high variance, then apply the bagging. If the classifier is stable and simple high bias, apply the boosting algorithm. The general example of random forest, and here boosting is gradient boosting. The iterations are single general use, and bagging is parallel, boosting is sequential manner. These are the references. Any doubt to ask me? Thank you for watching.